I'm Morgan, publisher of DomainVestors.tv, a domaining blog that talks about domain investing, monetization, and search engine optimization. I'm very excited now to be partnering up with Domaining.com and bringing you once a month an SEO for Domainers news recap. The idea here is that once a month I'll provide domainers with a short 5-minute video telling you everything you need to know to stay on top of the current trends in SEO. If you don't know what SEO is, this stands for Search Engine Optimization, and what I'll be providing you is the latest and greatest from companies like Google and Yahoo so that you can get your sites to rank better over time and thus get more organic traffic to your websites. So what's the news this month? The news is the Google Searchology Conference event, which took place on May 12th. And this essentially is to update people on the progress they've made so far in search, as well as talk about some new features. Well, the first thing is the progress update, and this is something I've been talking about for a while, which is Google Universal Search. If you haven't heard of this, this is Google's ability to search through not just text, but videos and audio content. And the idea here is that in 2009, more than ever, it's important that you have dynamic content on your websites. So this means if you have a blog, if you have an information site, don't just put text content. Provide audio content, provide video content, because that will make your site more interactive. And there are more and more people online now that are searching for video or searching for audio content. This will help you compete against other sites that provide all these different types of media on their site. Well, what is Google unveiling now for search? Well, they have a brand new feature. It's already there. You can check it out if you go to Google, and that's called Google Search Options. Now it's essentially lots of ways to power search without having to go into an advanced search menu. Essentially, you can go into search options, which appears just at the top below the search bar, and essentially what you can do is specify, one of the most important things, specify what kind of content you want your search results to deliver. And guess what button is at the very top of that? Video. That's right. It is unbelievably easy now for people to type in a search and say, I just want all the videos. Press the video button, and then all they get is video search results. It's easy. You don't need to go into advanced options anymore. This is going to be a growing trend over this year, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. Video is key to attracting new visitors to your site and helping to make your content more interactive and accessible to a larger group of people. Well, the other great thing about search options is that you can search by time. This is great. I can't tell you the number of times that I myself have searched on Google and found an article. I start reading and I realize it was published in 2006 or 2005. People want not just relevant content, but recent content. And you can now say, I want videos and I want the most recent videos. That's all available through search options. That's some of the latest and greatest from Google. Make sure you check that out. And when you're building websites, this is another reason why you'll want to publish video and audio content, as well as publish frequently, so that you have the ability when somebody is searching for video or is searching for audio and they want something published in the last 24 hours, it'd be nice if your site showed up. If they want the last week, fresh content is now more important than ever. The next thing that Google announced was something called Rich Snippets. And the idea behind this is it's little snippets. Essentially, when you're doing a search on Google and you find there's usually a little paragraph of information below a link. Above that, there's what's called a snippet, and now they have rich snippets, which means that you can essentially add a little bit of extra tagging around elements in your website. And this is for adding things like ratings. And a really neat thing about this is you could be looking up a restaurant and you could show the restaurant rating as well as what the price is between 1 to 5 little dollar symbols. And this is really easy to add. You can go to Google's site to learn more about this. Essentially all you're doing is adding a little snippet of code around the element that you would like to show up as the rich snippet. You can do this in either micro formats and RDFA. So you can choose which one you'd like to use, but this is a great way to actually get more people to click on your links. They found that people are more interested in clicking on sites that have these snippets of data because it gives them more information without having to go to the page. They see that information and they say, cool, now I want to find out more. That's a great thing to add to your site as well. I also have a few new projects for you that Google is working on that I think were very applicable to the domaining industry. One of them is called Camelcon, which is that's the code name for it, of course, and this is a mid-page spell check suggestion. If you happen to have spelled something wrong, or Google thinks you've spelled something wrong, suppose you write out iPod but put in 2 Ds, they might think that you actually probably meant iPod, which you probably did. They can suggest that mid-page now in your search results. That's what that project is for. But there's a bigger one, and for typo squatters and typo domainers, watch out. Once this project comes out, your world is going to change forever. I'm glad I don't do that. If you are doing that now, I would get out of that market, because that market's just about to be given the mighty Thor's hammer from Google. And that's something called Spellmacon, and the idea behind this is it shows results from corrected queries at the top. So essentially, you spell iPod with 2 Ds, and while maybe your site, iPodDD.com, is the top of Google, it won't be anymore, because what they will actually be displaying at the top is instead just a list of the first few results of what they think you meant to type in, which means that all these typo sites are going to have a much harder time ranking well within Google, because somebody types it incorrectly, and rather than the typo sites showing up, the actual results show up that they meant to be looking for. It's a smart move by Google, and for domainers, really get away from those typo domains and start focusing on providing content that users are actually searching for. And that is the big change here. I realize actually it's not Camelcon or Spamelcon, it's Chameleon and Spameleon. Essentially, these are the code names for those technologies. Now, Spameleon is a little bit further out than Chameleon. Chameleon, the mid-page suggestions, is coming out first. Spameleon, I will keep you updated and let you know once that rolls out, but that will pretty much spell the end, no pun intended, for these typo domains, at least within the context of search. I also have one interesting data point that I wanted to bring out kind of to end this update for the month, which is that 1 in 4 searches triggers a universal or blended search result. It means that 25% of the search results on Google are coming back with, in most cases, video content. And that's just right now. I would imagine this is going to grow considerably throughout the rest of the year. I'll be interested to see what that data point is a year from now. So for those of you that haven't started doing video, now's the time to jump on the bandwagon. We're already seeing it happen. It will change your search engine rankings. And that's it for me, Morgan from domainvestors.tv. Thanks for listening to my mid-month SEO update for domainers. I look forward to bringing this to you every month. It will be on a Saturday and a Sunday, so you can read this or watch this during the weekend and get up to date on all the latest SEO news, so that you can use this to help rank better, get more traffic, and in the end, make more money. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.